Hey everybody, it's your girl Shella from PromoSTK. That's PROMOSTK. You can follow me on YouTube, and if you like this, you can make a comment. Please let me know if you like what I'm talking about. Exposing again. I don't know what the end of the week it will be, but I know what it's been so far. Today's Thursday evening. I finally get a chance to lay down, chill out, and just relax my body, and thought about just talking a little more about myself. So, how many out there know that God is a good God? He is an awesome God. We just have to open ourselves to Him and let Him work in our lives. I've told you before in my last video, I'm a half a century as of May of this year. But God has been a blessing to me, and He's been a blessing to my life in general. I just want people to realize how grateful they need to be and how grateful they should be. You know, we have people out here that just think they're living their life right here and now, and that this is their paradise. This is their life in heaven. But this is not. I mean, we're just visiting. We're walking this path to go somewhere greater. And we have to realize that that is what we are here for. You know, when we lose our loved ones, you know, we're sad. I mean, we're distraught, we're devastated. I know I was, but I know everybody else was and is and will be. But, you know, we should be rejoicing that they have left this earth because of where they're going. And I know a lot of people, you know, they'll say, oh, God woke me up this morning. I'm so glad to be alive. But, you know, sometimes when God don't wake a person up, you know, it's not a sad occasion. Of course, we have those memories, but it's a glorious occasion because we know how they lived their life. If they lived their life right, we pretty much know how they lived their life, and it is in that life that they will live again with Jesus and God in heaven. So I just feel that, you know, we need to, in some way, acknowledge the fact that God makes no mistakes. We will be sad. God knows we will be sad. You know, Jesus, He wept. So you know that if we have love in our heart, if we can cry on a movie, watching a movie, that if someone that's close to us that dies and passes away, even sick, or been diagnosed with something terminal, we're going to grieve, however, in our own way. So just to acknowledge the fact that, you know, no one is here forever, and that when it's that time to go, and we didn't wake up that next morning, just let our family know that, you know, everything is going to be all right. Life will go on. So I know when I lost my parents, I didn't think life could go on. It's like, never thought that I could possibly, never knew that I could lose my parents. And I know you have parents outliving children, children outliving parents, and then when you have the case where you lose a child, I mean, I can't fathom. I mean, honestly, losing my son or my daughter, I mean, I just can't fathom. I just can't even just think that that's even possible. But yet you have so many moms and dads that have lost their children, and somehow they find a way to go on. Yes, they find a way to go on. And it's hard. I can imagine, and I can't imagine all at once. But just know that God is real, and that if you ask, He will provide. He knows your heart. He knows everything that you need. And don't be selfish. If it's something that you need, you truly need, He will give it to you. But again, don't be selfish. If it's something that you want, should that be stronger than what you need? No, it shouldn't. Because there's so many other people out here that are in need and need help. And we as a generation, especially as African Americans and Black generations, for some reason, we don't believe in helping each other. I mean, you have all these other races, like you got Mexicans and Chinese and just a lot of different other minority races other than the African American race, and they help each other. And sometimes, people laugh, oh, look, all those Mexicans living in that one house. Yeah, they're living in that one house because they're working together as one. They are saving their money. They're helping each other. They're going to prosper because they're doing it together. They're sacrificing. And Black people and African American people, I'm not going to say all of them, but majority of them, they don't want to see another person get ahead. And they're like, I think the analogy was like crawfish. How you have a bucket of crawfish and they're trying to get out of that bucket and they're just pulling the other crawfish down, making sure that other crawfish don't get out before they get out. And that's the way we are sometimes. Now, if you're going to help somebody, help somebody. If you're going to help somebody, help somebody. Don't help somebody and then talk about that person. Don't help somebody and then get mad because you helped that person. It has to come from the heart. And then for that person that is the receiver of that good-heartedness, be grateful and be thankful and don't burn bridges. Again, be thankful and be grateful and don't burn bridges. Know that what someone has done for you is from their heart, not something they have to do. They don't have to do anything. When they do stuff, they do it because of the godliness in their heart. That because of God that created the Son Jesus, that it is because of love. So please, whether you're the giver or the receiver, do not take it for granted. Do not be greedy on either end. Bless someone. Be a blessing to others. The others, be grateful and still be a blessing, because you can take that blessing that was given to you and you can give it and move it forward and help somebody else in that same exact way. A lot of times, it may not even be about the money. You can probably help somebody with just an advice, to be able to have a listening ear, to listen to someone that's in turmoil. People walk around, sometimes their face looks mean and you're like, oh, I don't want to approach that person. I mean, sometimes I have a mean face. It's not that I deliberately have a mean face. It's just that, just sometimes, when you're off in your own world, you don't think to smile every time. So it may be that one time you're not smiling, somebody looks at, oh, she's mean. Oh, he's mean. But that's not the case in a lot of situations. But when you have someone out there that is really there to help you, let them help you. and be grateful. But smile. You know, even when some people say, "Oh, you look mean," I find myself trying to just smile, just so that they don't see me looking mean, because I'm not, and I want someone to approach me. I love helping people. I love putting a smile on somebody's face. If I can do that for one person, you know, then my life is not in vain. If you can be the light at the end of a tunnel, you don't know what someone is going through. You know, they may have a smile on their face and just storms and tornadoes all inside their bodies and minds, whether it's with health or just financial problems, you know. But be a listening ear. Get to know someone, not just because you have to, but because you genuinely want to. And always have a listening ear to listen, and not just with your ear, but with your heart, and with just your spiritual vibe that tells you you need to reach out. Don't let it be a week later and you say, "Oh, I wish I could have done something," or "I wish I could have helped. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't do anything." If you knew something was wrong, then say something. Be that listening ear, or let that person know that you noticed something changed or something's different. We all need someone to talk to. You know, we have a lot of people that are just strong, and when they're strong, the people around them think that, you know, they don't need help, or that they don't have any problems going on in their life. And sometimes those are the ones that have those problems. But because they have to be strong for others, they put their problems aside and they help someone else. So I say this to you, and I say this to everybody. You know, just think of love. Think of the fruits of the Spirit. Be kind, kind-hearted. Just be what God expects you to be, and everything will be okay. So I leave this with you. I like to leave questions. What have you done in your life that made someone else's life a little better? I leave you with that. Leave me some comments. Let me know. PromoSTK. You can find me on YouTube. PromoSTK. That's PROMOSTK. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a comment. Answer that question. Thank you.